Good evening, book lovers of the internet. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe because for every subscriber, I get a new subscriber and they also read a page from a book of my choice. So I am Book Nerd 0802. Happy Leap Day, and in this video, I am going to be letting you know all about the books I bought in the month of February and the books I plan to read in March. So as you know, today is the last day of February, being Leap Day and all. And At the start of the year, I thought that I would buy one book for every 10 I read. However, this didn't work out the way that I wanted it to at all. And in fact, February was quite a slow reading month in my case. In fact, you can check out my videos and you'll see that I didn't manage to get a lot of reading done. This was partly because I had a lot of university work to do and dissertation stuff and assignments and all that going on. But anyway, I found this really good bazaar second-hand bookshop sort of place in the capital city of Malta, Valletta, and I managed to buy 12 books today for €5. I also bought another book, completely new, from a shop called Solo Vinyl, and I also got a few books for my birthday, which I'll be telling you all about. So the first book, this is the one I bought from Solo Vinyl, is called The Book You Wish Your Parents Had Read by Philippa Perry. As you might know, I am very interested in psychology and in getting to know the way the mind works and the way people interact, the way relationships are built, both romantic and parental, and any sort of relationship, really. The way people interact and emotional intelligence is something that I take a huge interest in. So this was something which I thought I'd enjoy, and I hope I will, I suppose. Next, I have two books by the same author. These are both from the Discworld collection. The first one is called Going Postal. Okay, don't want to be hiding the title over there. Going Postal by Terry Pratchett. The next one is called Equal Rights. So I got these for 30 cents each, approximately. I already have one Discworld novel, which is also in hardback. I also have The Color of Magic, but that's not in hardback. I have the one called Making Money, which I am in the process of reading. As it turns out, I think this one is meant to be its prequel, but I didn't really know. And this one also comes with its own built in bookmark, which is something that I always love to see in books. And it's something that publishers should take into consideration because readers truly appreciate built in bookmarks like this one. Next, I have a book by John Grisham, which the person working at the second-hand bookshop recommended because he told me the movie is fantastic and the book is probably better. This one is called The Pelican Brief. I've never read any John Grisham books before, but I want to give him a go because I like Lee Child and I think this guy might be on the same wavelength. Let me know if you think I'm right in this regard in the comment section down below. Next, I have a book by Terry Jones. However, it is based on a Douglas Adams sort of idea, the guy who wrote Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which I am, of course, a huge fan of. And this one is called Starship Titanic. Um, I'm not quite sure what this is about, but I am very looking forward to reading this. I like science fiction as well, and Douglas Adams has always captivated me with his writing and with his ideas. He is very comedic and very interesting, and I'm hoping that I'll enjoy this one as well. Next is a book based on a TV show called Stranger Things, which you might have heard of. It's called Darkness on the Edge of Town. Considering I got this one for 30 cents and there is the price at the back, um, trying to get it into focus over here, 14.50, and I got it for 30 cents, so it was a fantastic bargain. I am also a fan of the show. I watched the first season. I wouldn't say I was particularly fascinated, but the whole thought of it is intriguing to me, and I look forward to watching the rest of it and to getting more involved in the town this world is is staged in, I suppose, set in the town of Hawkins, if I'm not mistaken. Next, I have a short story collection by Rudyard Kipling. This is an anthology of 10 stories by the same author. I think he's quite a good author. There have been some university professors who have recommended this to me as an author, and I look forward to reading the short stories so that I could also make content in a relatively quick fashion compared to having to read novels, which is much more time consuming in the busy time I am living in at the moment. Next, I have what I think is a non fiction book by Richard Dawkins called The God Delusion. Um, I wouldn't call myself a particularly religious person, but this one quickly grabbed my attention, especially the title, The God Delusion. I want to know what Richard Dawkins' thoughts are regarding religion and whether I should agree with him or not, whether he has some valid opinions, and I think that might be interesting. Next, I have a book by R.L. Stein. It is a special edition of Point Horror. This includes three books actually for the Babysitter series. I'm not familiar with any of them. In fact, at a younger age, I never really read Point Horror either. I always read Goosebumps by this author. But this seems like quite a cool collection. It's in hardback as well. And it was truly a bargain, so fantastic addition to my collection as well. Um, Next, I have two books by Lee Child, both from the Jack Reacher universe. One is called Tripwire. I think this one is the third one in the Jack Reacher series, so I'll have to purchase more of them. There are 29, I believe, so far, and I'm still reading the first one. The next one is called 61 Hours. This is in quite horrible shape, if I have to be honest. It's actually falling apart. But still, I'm just trying to collect them all and get them for the cheapest price I possibly can, get a sort of bargain, I believe. Apologies if this video is quite long so far, but I just want to let you know all the books I bought because I think you'll find them interesting and they make good recommendations in certain cases. The next one is a book by Stephen King, but when he was writing under his pen name of Richard Bachman. It's called Tinner. Not quite sure what this one is about, but I really like Stephen King's writing. It is very distinguished from other horror writers, and he is um, very interesting, very intriguing, considering that his books are usually so massive. He has such a fantastic writing style that helps you picture everything that is going on in your head and makes you feel like you are part of the world. Um, and sometimes he is that sort of author where you'll forget that you're reading, and I need more of those sorts of recommendations. Next, I have the book called Good Omens by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. So this is technically my third Terry Pratchett book in this video and for today. I already have a copy of this, but since I am writing about it in my dissertation, I thought it would be cool to buy another copy. Perhaps in itself it is a good omen that I found this and had the opportunity to buy a different edition. And on the cover over here, you can see the praise by the New York Times saying a direct descendant of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And if you haven't been able to tell already, I am a huge fan of the show, and anything related to The Hitchhiker's Guide or Douglas Adams I have to purchase. Um, in fact, there was something else which I found interesting in the book I mentioned earlier, the one by Richard Dawkins. On the inside, there is also a quote by Douglas Adams referenced, and it says this right in memoriam. Douglas Adams, it mentions the dates from when he was born to when he died in 2001. Quite a sad day and year, I believe. And he mentions, isn't it enough to see that a garden is beautiful without having to believe that there are fairies at the bottom of it too? Quite a compelling quote, and I thought it was also a good omen to buy this since Douglas Adams is referenced inside. Next, I have three books which I suppose I bought for my birthday or received for my birthday. The first one is Never Finished by David Goggins. Still trying to read this, however, I haven't really been in the mood of reading any self help books or wake up call books, whatever you'd like to call them. Then I have Yellowface by Rebecca F. Kuang. Um, Same thing, I just never had the opportunity to pick this up because I was quite busy, I had a lot to do, and I still have to find the right time to basically binge read it because I'm sure I'll be absolutely gripped by the concept. And finally, a book which I've already finished reading and also reviewed on this channel called Wonka by Sibyl Pounder, based on the book by Roald Dahl, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And this is an adaptation of what goes on in the movie, basically. So those are the books I bought or received in the month of February. Now I am going to let you know what I wish to read in the month of March. I am going to keep it simple this time around because I don't want to be too ambitious and end up not reading anything. And I am also a mood reader, so it doesn't work that way for me. The first book I'd like to finish, particularly for my dissertation as well, is called American Gods by Neil Gaiman. I am going to focus on this author mostly in my dissertation, so that is why I have to read a lot of texts by him, and you'll be seeing a lot of reviews as well. Next is Rick Riordan's Percy Jackson and the Chalice of the Gods. I have about 100 pages to go. Hope to finish it very soon. And finally, another book I have to read for university, which I am very interested by so far. Kazuo Ishiguro's Never Let Me Go. Very cool concept, very cool writing style so far. Um, Honestly, not much has happened, but the concept is interesting, and I'm curious to see where it is headed. So, anyway, that is all I had to say for today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure to help out this channel in any way you possibly can. Subscribe, leave a like, share, comment, watch my other content. Let me know what you think. Check out my other videos, that sort of stuff. You know what you have to do. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and basically, I also added some music for the outro, so if you've made it this far, make sure to not miss out on the final 5 seconds of this. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, hopefully very, very soon. Bye, guys.